Last week we got a rather expansive TWAB that outlined some serious changes to special weapons. These changes included nerfs to popular perks, changes that will make shotgunners intentionally spec for in-air accuracy in order to maintain their consistency while airborne, and most notably a massive hit to the amount of ammo players will be able to pick up and use during PvP matches. So moving forward, all special weapons will only receive the equivalent of 1 kill's worth of ammo every time they pick up special ammo off the ground. In most cases, like for shotguns, snipers, and fusion rifles, this means 1 ammo per pickup. So that change will undoubtedly have a serious effect on the degree to which players will be able to lean on their special weapon for the majority of their engagements in a match. As it stands currently, it's really not uncommon for a player using a shotgun or a fusion especially to be able to finish a match with twice as many kills on their special weapon as primary kills, or sometimes even more. I would argue fusion rifles are probably the best special weapon in class to lean on for the entirety of the match. It's very possible, and this is coming from somebody who I like using fusion rifles, so I can admit this openly. Sometimes you can get to the end of a match and have 3 special weapon kills with your fusion rifle for every 1 primary kill that you were able to acquire. So, with the announced changes, I saw tons of posts online where people are claiming that the next season will end up being a Sidearm and SMG meta for close quarters engagements. And then, even today, rumors are circulating of the return of the Trespasser exotic sidearm from Destiny 1 coming to Destiny 2, which was a really cool weapon. It was a sidearm that could do basically like get a kill with it, reload it, and then it was almost like Desperado, but for a sidearm. It was really cool. So it's not a far stretch to assume, based on all of this information, that usage rates for sidearms and SMGs is going to skyrocket moving forward. But I'm not sure that I'm convinced personally that this is going to be the case. So let's unpack some predictions for the next season. In the background, you'll be seeing a ton of gameplay featuring the Empirical Evidence, which just received a decent buff to its stability, making it even better at deeper ranges. So hopefully you enjoy seeing it in action. Mine has enhanced perpetual motion and enhanced unrelenting. Okay, first, I'm going to predict that shotgun and fusion usage next season won't go down too much. As it stands, not running scavenger mods with shotguns and fusions isn't too much of a problem. With shotguns and fusions, I mean, you're right there with your opponent when you kill them, okay? Often, the special ammo that they drop just hops right into your pockets without you having to intentionally go and retrieve it. Sometimes you have to, but oftentimes it just jumps right into your pocket after the kill. These weapons rarely require follow-up from the weapon itself. If the initial shot doesn't kill the enemy, right, you don't charge the fusion rifle again usually, or try to take another shotgun shot. Usually you just go for a quick melee attack or a rapid swap to your primary weapon and pop them, right? If you aren't able to finish the opponent off after that, you'll most likely just die and then respawn with your 2 ammo ready to go for your next life. And because of this, I don't think the change is going to have a huge effect on these specific special weapons. It definitely won't have an effect really on trials, okay, because there's only 3 opponents and you very rarely will get 2 kills, pick up ammo, and then be responsible to get the 3rd kill all by yourself, right? If you're playing trials right, you shouldn't have to be responsible for all 3 kills very often at all, right? Your team should be accountable for at least 1, maybe 2 kills as well in a round. So the ammo economy isn't nearly as big of an issue. One thing I'm actually moderately concerned about, though, is that I think you might actually see a further uptick in fusion rifle usage. Okay, I think you might actually see more of them. Okay, they've been getting progressively stronger in the last year or so, with a buff to the faster firing frames, because it used to be if it wasn't a high impact fusion rifle, then it was kind of useless, right, in the grand scheme of things. But that all changed, and now we even have new perks in the pools to make them, even better than they were after the buffs. So if these changes to special ammo make more people pick up sidearms and SMGs, fusions are a very hard counter to those weapons. Okay, you may see more people opting to run fusions than normal since they have a tendency to dominate the space where sidearms and SMGs are strong. So same thing goes for Chaperone too. Its usage may actually increase. So a quick tip for those of you who may soon find yourselves using sidearms and SMGs and struggling to compete against fusions and slugs, a bit of advice: spec for grenades. Make a build where you can regularly leverage your grenade to prime targets. It's how I've been dealing with these players for years. In the gameplay in this video, I'm using my trip mine build with the young Ahamkara's spine to tag up one or more enemies before engaging with my sidearm. So it helps me make up for the fact that most players can put me down faster than I can put them down, since they've got a one-shot special weapon for close quarters, and I do not, okay? Quick tip. But moving on to my next prediction for next season, I think sniper usage is going to take a serious hit in every playlist except for elimination, right? In trials, they'll be fine for the same reasons mentioned earlier in the video. But outside of trials, they're going to take a real hit, okay? Snipers already have this problem where half of the ammo that you create by getting a kill on an opponent, half of that ammo that you create never makes it into your pocket. When you snipe someone, you're most likely not up in their grill, okay? You're likely on the other side of a door or a lane, and that means that you have to sprint across the space between you and your kill in order to retrieve that ammo. And during that time, another person, friend or foe, oftentimes gets to that ammo first. And so now, cut that ammo that you receive on pickup in half, right? Snipers are already a bit less approachable on the lower end of the skill gap than fusions and shotguns. But now you're going to see a problem where people who may have otherwise been interested in trying their hand at sniping, now they might forego the sniper rifle since they're going to have fewer chances to try to improve their aim and their skill. But if they hit a body shot instead of a headshot, which often happens, you just throw up your hands and say, well, there goes my ammo, okay? Usually they aren't close enough to the opponent like they would be with a shotgun or a fusion rifle where they can just punch the enemy or clean them up with a primary shot really quick, right? A body shot from a sniper often means the enemy breaks for cover and drops a rift or a barricade. The shot is wasted and it doesn't yield you a kill, unlike fusions and shotguns where if you take a shot and it doesn't kill them in one shot, you're close enough to secure that kill and follow it up with some other supplementary damage, unlike the sniper rifle, okay? So that's my second prediction. I think sniper rifle usage is going to go down, and high impact pulses, especially like the messenger, are going to get more popular in their place. Bows might even see an uptick, so we'll see. Wishender may make a solid return too. But all in all, I do think you'll see a noticeable increase in the number of sidearms and SMGs out there as players will start experimenting with different combos, like, you know, pulse rifles with an SMG or sidearm, or scout rifle with an SMG sidearm. But hand cannon and shotgun and hand cannon and fusion rifle, those combos, I think they're here to stay, okay? And you'll likely see plenty of that floating around still next season. So my prediction is that snipers are going to take the biggest hit in the sandbox, but we'll definitely have to wait and see. So what are your predictions for next season? What do you think is going to rise to the top of the meta and stand out next season? Are the changes actually going to be noticeable, right? Some people said, I don't even think you're going to notice a difference. But what's your opinion? Let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching the video and supporting my channel. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like on the video, as that's the best way to support creators for free on YouTube, and subscribe for additional Destiny 2 content. Be warm and well fed, my friends, and I hope to catch you in the Crucible.